All right, welcome back to the party, everybody. I am your host, Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Everybody hit that like and subscribe. You know I would do it for you, and let's party. Yes, we are coming to you early. Usually, we're live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. But hey, also whenever I feel like it, and that is right now. So I did actually want to talk about this, but I didn't know if I'd be able to do a whole stream about it, but we'll talk. I do have a Zoom meeting for work at 7:30, so we don't have too much time, but I'm sure you've seen that over the past 3 months since Charlie was necked, that Candace has just been rolling on it and turning it into like a true crime story. And we all saw it. And at certain points, we didn't know, like, okay, is this legit, or like, what's going on here? And as time went on, it seemed to be a little bit more obvious that she was just milking it for views and for money. And so Turning Point finally responded. So I wanted to go over that, and Tim also responded directly to Candace as well. So let's check those out. Let's do it. As always, guys, if you cannot hear the video, please do let me know.
We wanted to use this segment at the top of this hour to say something important, something very important. For the past 2.5 months, there is a topic that has flooded our Freedom inbox. It has been nonstop on social media, but which we have almost totally avoided on this show. You probably already know what I'm talking about, which shows just how ubiquitous it has been.
Yep. Shout out to Behave. Welcome to the party. Very good to see you. She's so gone. Her husband is terrified of her now. I mean, that's the name of the game. When you go down these roads, people are gonna get scared. And like I said, I was in the beginning, I was like, okay, maybe she's onto something. Maybe she's willing to do something that nobody else is doing. But I don't think this is that. Welcome to the party.
Already know what I'm talking about, which shows just how ubiquitous it has been.
We got Morty.
Ever since Charlie's murder, Candace Owens has leveled a flood of allegations against people at Turning Point USA, people at Turning Point Action, and people who work for this show. She's made them against some of Charlie's closest friends and against some of his most dedicated employees. She has suggested that Michael McCoy, Charlie's chief of staff, knew Charlie would be murdered, was happy that he died, and stayed silent because he was told he would be the next Charlie. She has suggested Michael is not his real name. It is. I have seen his birth certificate myself. She has called it suspicious that Mikey's wife, who works at Turning Point, helped plan the campus tour event where Charlie was murdered, which she didn't, by the way. She doesn't work on campus events. Candace has suggested the Utah Valley University event was unusual, and its details suggested a, quote, inside job. She has claimed that foreign aircraft have followed Erica Kirk around the country and that Turning Point has lied about this happening.
And she was definitely wrong about that. I actually don't remember what it was, but there was somebody gave like the most reasonable explanation for whatever her theory was about the planes. Like, it's insane. Yeah, shout out to Morty, the Overlord. Give him some camera time. Oh, look at the puppy. What a good boy. What a good boy. Yeah. And never go full Kanye. You never go full Kanye.
She has accused us of lying about Charlie wanting Erica to take over for him if he died.
See, I could make an awesome Pluribus joke, but you wouldn't get it. But if you watch Pluribus, you get the joke.
Accused us of lying about Charlie wanting Erica to take over for him if he died. She has suggested Charlie's security team intentionally denied him first aid after the shooting to ensure that he died. She has raised suspicions about the head of our technical team because he took an SD card out of a camera. She has spread absurd claims that Tyler Boyer, who we just had on the show, sexually abuses male interns. She has suggested that TPUSA faith-affiliated pastors, like theologian Frank Turek, who we'll have on in a moment, and Pastor Rob McCoy, are part of a military, quote, infiltration of Turning Point, either because they are veterans or because they have family members who are. Even if not everyone has been named specifically, though, Candace has effectively tarred everyone here with complicity in Charlie's death by.
Yep. Shout out to Tracy. Welcome. Said, I think Erica acting shady. What about Charlie's parents wanting the kids? I mean, that is a reasonable question, but I don't think we have enough information about that to be like, well, that's because Erica tried to kill Charlie. So I mean, like, there's a lot that is going on there. It could be as simple as Erica works a lot. She's very engaged in TPUSA, and she doesn't. Now that Charlie's gone, she's not going to have time to take care of the kids, and so maybe, it could be that. But we don't know. I disagree that anything she's done. Like, what has she done that you think was shady? Shout out to ha bish. Welcome to the party. Well, hey, if you want to cast me, hit me up, TheIndianJesusOfficial@gmail.com. We got We Was Templars and shit. Welcome to the party. So Candace was and still is a psychotic lefty. The curtains just pulled because she couldn't maintain the facade of being conservative. Guess not a lot of people are liking Candace these days. Welcome to the party, guys. Let's dive right back in.
This has effectively tarred everyone here with complicity in Charlie's death by repeatedly saying he was, quote, betrayed by, quote, everyone. She has said Charlie's murder, quote, had to be approved by Charlie's friends, and then suggested those friends might have her murdered too for, quote, knowing the truth.
Yeah, I mean, there's two things here, and you've said it, like talking about her mannerisms, her actions, and yeah. So I think you're absolutely correct on one. They don't show everything, but two, we also don't have a good understanding of what is normal grief. Like, it's so different among so many people that some people will lose someone and throw themselves back into work because they don't want to sit around and think about it, while other people will literally just lay in bed for the next 2 years. So I just don't think that we can look at that and be like, oh, that's shady behavior. Now, if we find out that something did happen and we look back, then maybe we could put some pieces together. But I'm personally not comfortable being like, oh yeah, it's like that. But it's definitely a weird situation all around. That is for sure. Got a Candace fan. Candace needs to step away from the mic and get some mental help. Even the fans are saying, yeah, get away, get some help. She said, I don't think there's no way to grieve, no normal way, but I do believe if your husband died 10 weeks ago and you're 8 weeks pregnant, that might be a problem if that is true. Could be. But like I said, I'm just waiting to see. I'm open to anything. It could be right. It could be wrong. We don't know yet, but it's certainly unfolding. And for whatever we want to say, Candace definitely has been a huge catalyst in keeping this in the news. Maybe not the news, but I mean, like, as a topic that we're discussing. They said, I lost my husband years ago, and I'm still not okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I lost my best friend in 2013, and he was like a brother to me, and I'm just not the same. Not the same. And like, that was we were in our 20s, so it was a bunch of friends, and he got into a motorcycle accident, and then we were at the hospital. And when we found out that he died, everybody else, just fell into tears. And I didn't. I was just like in shock. I was just shaking. And so somebody could look at that and be like, well, why is Lutch not crying like everybody else? And I know you're not saying that, but I'm saying I have heard a lot of people are talking like that. And I just think maybe, but it's too early to tell. Too early to tell.
Those friends might have her murdered too for, quote, knowing the truth. She has made claims of financial impropriety and fraud at Turning Point, adding up into the millions of dollars, which, again, is not true. Charlie made sure the organization was audited by a third party every year. He personally reviewed and he signed off on every expense report. And literally every single bill paid by the organization down to a single United States dollar.
Come on, man. We're trying to be serious here. Haven't recovered from losing my virginity. Womp, womp, womp. Shout out to the captain of the Moral Felon crew. Welcome to the party. FRN, Fern. Can I call you Fern? This guy's been dead a long time. 3 months. I don't know if that's a long time. He's definitely still relevant. His wife seems super chipper as a grieving widow. I'm glad she was able to get over it so soon. But that's exactly what I'm saying. Acting chipper does not mean that you're over it. That's such a surface level understanding of human behavior. That's not just what? Like, come on. You know that's not how humans work.
We have never missed a 990 deadline. Candace has made other stranger allegations involving French paratroopers in maroon shirts, Egyptian Air Force planes flying out of Provo, Utah, and potential underground assassins traveling through unseen tunnels. At one point in early November, she started wildly throwing suspicion on members of Utah Valley's soccer team for wearing hoodies. I could go on. There is always something new coming up, and none of it ever pans out. Because
it's always I have a feeling, I have a source that I won't say, but doesn't that I feel that it's weird. Again, it's just become another true crime podcast. That's all it is.
There is always something new coming up, and none of it ever pans out because from the start there has been nothing there. The attacks and allegations from Candace are either lies or they are innuendos thrown around with a total, reckless disregard for the truth so that Candace can manipulate and string along an audience of people who don't realize they are being played. Instead of being able to grieve properly after one of the most heinous murders in American history, a murder many of us had to witness, my friends have had to endure harassment from people who have gotten whipped up by what Candace is saying.
And understandably, I mean, she's going all out. Shout out to Dixon Cider. Welcome. Definitely became a retard. We also got Insight of the Ages. Welcome. So I think it's a distraction, keeping us divided. I would definitely believe that. I mean, there's a lot that's going on that I don't think is being talked about a lot. But it seems like there's a lot of stuff in process, meaning like in a week, a month, or whatever. We'll be talking about stuff that's happening now, but it's all like, we don't really know. Welcome. Adam said, we all need to admit it. The Amish took out Kirk. That's who it was. Excuse me. Tracy said, I don't know about everything they're talking about with Candace Owens, but I personally like her, and I feel like most of the time when she says something, from what I've seen, she be pulling receipts. Well, that's the problem, is that, this is the opinion that most people who were, fans of her had. Like, I've always been a Candace fan because of the fact that even though she's out there like, oh, Bridget McCrone is a man, she came with receipts. Here, she's not. And that is the difference. Shout out to Lone Wolf and Cub in the building. Welcome to the party. It's been 2 months since the Democrats. 2 weeks. Welcome to the party, guys.
Endure harassment from people who have gotten.
All right, how about this? How about Jesus H. Chris? You show me the Charlie Kirk racism, and I will show you the Democrat. Yeah, right. We'll pick one. You show me the where'd it go? Yeah, you show me anything that you said that's racist, and I'll show you the Democrat.
My friends have had to endure harassment from people who have gotten whipped up by what Candace is saying. In fact, I would say we have suffered more harassment from these people than we have from Antifa supporters who overtly celebrate Charlie's murder. And just like a lot of those Antifa members, many of these people take this delight in how gross and unpleasant they can be. What our friends have had to endure is not funny, and it's not insignificant. No. It is evil. I have seen it. For months, we have received hundreds, thousands, I suspect, emails and calls asking us to respond. People have wanted us to invite Candace on the show. But for a long time, our approach was to say nothing. We did that for several reasons.
Oh, so we're gonna go back to just the basics, the day ones. It's classic comment about affirmative action, making him question the pilot's validity. That was racist AF. Okay, can you explain why that was racist? What is the racist aspect of what he said? So if anyone's not familiar, Charlie Kirk was talking about now that DEI, and I don't remember if it was a specific company or if it was the government or whoever, saying that we're going to make sure that 50% of our pilots are black. If it wasn't the case that there was already 50% of black pilots, then it is necessary to lower the standards to be a pilot. So he's not saying before I always look at a black pilot and be like, I'm not sure. He's saying because of DEI, now I have to have that question. That's not racist. That's just logic.
First, we thought that her prevarications were so absurd that nobody would believe them. We shouldn't have to answer questions about secret tunnels or Egyptian Air Force planes. That sort of thing is just, it's beneath contempt to respond to. The second reason we've said so little, though, is because there's a good rule of thumb, which Charlie followed. Do not feed the trolls. Focus on the mission. Reviving America, uplifting young people, making heaven crowded. Don't give air to people who want to tear you down and sow discord.
I like that. As an atheist, I do like that. Let's make heaven crowded. I like that. I like it.
Lastly, we didn't respond because Charlie always viewed Candace as a friend, and we were holding out hope that she would return that friendship. And
so was I. I was hoping that if she had all this stuff to say, that she would have some receipts. And she doesn't.
Stop what she was doing. But a week from now, it's going to be 3 months since Charlie's murder. Candace had
3 whole months. Shout out to Shelly, babes. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. It is kind of pathetic that we have to explain things, but that's, you know, the left is not very good with thinking beyond the first order. Oh, he said black. That must be racist. You're calling somebody a word. That's what semantics is. If you say somebody is a word, then that is a semantic discussion about whether the person fits that word. Stupid.
Has not changed her behavior. She has continued to spread falsehoods about Charlie's friends, and she continues to concoct new ones about new people. Mm-hmm. She's using these falsehoods to enrich herself while dividing the conservative movement at an absolutely critical time for this country.
And that's why whoever said, I think it's a distraction, it makes a lot of sense that someone on the left would be paying Candace, maybe not directly, but incentivizing Candace to be talking like this, to sow discord among the right.
And far too often, we here have heard from ordinary people, people who loved Charlie and who Charlie loved so much in return. These people have expressed the worry that we are staying silent out of cowardice or as some sort of tacit admission that some of the attacks are true. Neither is the case. Our silence has never been, and it will never be, equal to complacency or approval.
Based.
Still, we decided Charlie would not allow this to go on. Charlie was not a coward. Charlie was a fighter.
Yep.
Charlie would not allow someone to spread lies about the people closest to him with impunity.
You know, like this racist thing that is not at all racist. Yeah, he would fight against that. So I am on board.
And he would feel ashamed if other people were stepping up to defend his friends while he never did so himself.
Who's a shout out to Stealth. Stealth. I'm gonna call you Stealth. Welcome to the party. So the algo just pushed me this video. My first thought, this has to be the worst threesome ever. That is a good one. We're going to give you a dilly for that. Dilly. Welcome to the party. I don't think, I don't know if I would want to, I don't know if I would want to see that. I mean, you know, welcome to the party. Welcome. Insight said, I don't trust Candace or TP USA. I think they're both going to be lied to. That's fair. That's definitely fair. But I do think at this moment, I'm way more comfortable trusting TP USA than Candace. Again, that doesn't mean that they can't be lying and they had this super crazy thing and they were behind it. If that, if that comes out, then I was wrong. I was wrong. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Candace has mentioned several times that the ball is in our court. So here's what is going to happen.
Shout out to England. Welcome to the party.
Near future, there will be a live stream here in Phoenix where we address in a clear and comprehensive way the claims and accusations, the false accusations that have been made against Charlie's family, friends, and the people here at Turning Point. We plan to walk through everything carefully and thoroughly. If Candace is available, we would sincerely welcome her participation in that live stream at our studio here in Phoenix. At this point, we believe the ball is back in her court.
Guys, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It is free, it is easy, and helps out the channel so very, very much. And if you are new here, I am Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of Common Sense. I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and just like right now, sometimes whenever I feel like it, so hit that subscribe. We are so close to 5K subs, and oh man, if we could do that by Christmas, that would be the best gift that you could give me. Welcome to the party. Let's dive right back in.
At this point, we believe the ball is back in her court. Our motivation for doing this is not out of any obligation to Candace. It is about honoring Charlie. We feel a deep responsibility to protect his legacy, his work, and the truth. I feel that. I owe Charlie everything in my life. I feel it immensely. And that is why we feel compelled to speak clearly and openly now. We'll have more on this in the near future.
So this was, this video that we just watched is from yesterday. And it's already, I think it's in this Tim Pool video that we're about to watch, but I'm not sure. But there was an invitation where they would, they said, Candace, you can come on the show, da-da-da-da. And of course, she backed out. So let me grab this other video here. And again, I do have a work meeting at 7:30, so it's only just after 5 now, so we got time. But just letting y'all know.
Up the gauntlet. That's what they're saying. She's accusing me of botting because this is what she does. She's a liar, and she's mad that I called her a liar because everyone else is too cowardly to call her out as a liar because they're so worried about...
Okay, she didn't technically back out. She didn't technically back out. She said anytime, any place, and then they gave her a time and a place, and she said no.
Social status and standing. Here's what happened. Last night on Timcast IRL, or for those that are watching this at a later date, we were talking on Timcast IRL about Candace's revenue for her company, to which I said that the estimate that she makes about $10 million a year in sponsors and ads probably is true, and that there are a lot of people that fake their viewers for status. That is not what we are saying of Candace. We said repeatedly that she appeals to a large audience, and she's decided to go the route of saying things that are vague and assumptive to generate audience through drama, true crime, etc. Such as Bridget McCrone is a man, for which she's being sued, and I would be willing to bet with like 95% certainty she will lose. Like, nothing's absolute, but
I don't know. Again, when it comes to that kind of stuff, when it came to the Harvey Weinstein stuff, when it came to the Bridget stuff, I think she's spot on because she has receipts. Where are the Charlie Kirk receipts?
She's going up against a government, and they have deals with the United States, and the world is not all about who is right and who is wrong. It's about who's willing to flex their muscles and utilize power. And if you're France and you really want Candace to stop, you could really jam up the United States and say, we will block your votes in NATO and the UN and just do all sorts of annoying things. I probably wouldn't get to that point, but I'll just put it like this. You know, if I and like another prominent personality, we're having an issue with a lesser-known personality, that could cause problems for the lesser-known personality. Like, if a better way to put it is, if two big corporations have, like, one of them's got an employee and the other company's got a problem with that employee, for the sake of negotiations, they're going to be like, we don't care about... The United States is going to be like, we don't care about Candace. But so here's what Candace does. This is the game she plays. Vagaries, no evidence, and there's a lot of people that absolutely fall for it. Or, I don't know, it's fake. Like there are people who are just saying it because they hate Israel or whatever the issue might be. But what I genuinely believe about Candace is that she intentionally says things that are to be interpreted in certain ways to generate attention for her. You know, I'll give you an example. Actually, I tweeted this out over the break because we had made the point on Timcast IRL with Hotep when Hotep Jesus was on. Take a look at this story. This is from Base the Nation on Instagram with 192,000 likes saying, developing story. Candace Owens pulls her show after claiming the White House acknowledged her assassination warning. That's what she did. Let me see if I can find that post from Candace where she said we're what is this? Show will be off. Here we go. Barrett Media. Let's pull whatever this is up.
Yeah. Lone Wolf saying anytime, any place, except that place and that time. She's a woman. It's like when you ask a woman what she wants to eat, and then she says, "I don't care," until you mention a place to eat. There's a trick around this. You go, babe, guess where we're eating dinner tonight? And whatever she says, she's like, yes, you got it. Let's go. There you go. Did I say hello to Bear? Welcome, Bear. The Illuminati. Welcome to the party. We also got Mark in the building. So all the Stooges reveal themselves when I don't know what that means. What is SHT? Welcome to the party.
Candace Owens, our show will be off the air this week after claims French president ordered a hit on her. So here's what she tweeted. This is called assumptive manipulation, assumptive reasoning, whatever you want to call it. Our show will be off the air this week. As an update, both the White House and our counterterrorism agencies have confirmed receipt of what I reported publicly. Emmanuel Macron attempted to organize my assassination per a source close to the first couple. Confirmed receipt. Oh boy. This is the Candace Owens problem. And I don't care if it's Candace. I don't care if it's Rachel Maddow or whoever. Y'all lying. I'm going to call you a liar. Now, Candace, however, loves drama. And so her strategy now is to malign me because I dare call her out. But whatever. This is the name of the game, right? So let's break down her lies. And then I'll show you what she said and the video that she's put out, which is, once again, Candace is a liar. It's what she does. But to clarify, she uses assumptive manipulation, right? So here's the example. She says, for all of you who doubted my claims, you can now look to the president of the United States and our intelligence communities to issue a statement to confirm whether I'm telling the truth. Okay. Our show is off the air this week. What? Well, it was Thanksgiving. So, sure. They've confirmed receipt of what I reported publicly. What does confirmed receipt of mean?
A red receipt.
It means that she got a notification. They opened the emails. It means she emailed someone and said, take a look at my report. And they responded with, will do. That's it. It doesn't mean she told the truth. But this is
But we're in communication.
The manipulation of people with low reading comprehension. The point being, people now begin to assume she wants them to, that she pulled her show. She didn't pull her show. She was off for Thanksgiving. Retards. And
you got to give credit where credit is due, though. That's a great marketing move.
They acknowledged her assassination warning. What does that even mean? Nothing. This is classic assumptive manipulation. It's social engineering 101. Say something so that a person will believe something that you never actually said so you can maintain plausible deniability. I met some young dudes recently playing poker, and they said that, did you hear Candace Owens went into hiding because the assassination threat and the White House confirmed it? Not kidding. I started busting out laughing. I'm like, are you kidding, bro? You mean where she posted she was off for the week of Thanksgiving?
Guys, we have 36 people here and only 9 likes. Can I get just 5 more likes? Just 5, please. Thank you so very, very much.
And that she sent an email to the White House. This is the stupid shit that she does. Now you got me swearing. All right.
Dare you?
So Candace Owens retweeted this fake post. And this, I love it. This exemplifies everything. I'll read what she said in a second. And first, I'll show you this post from Project Constitute. Challenge. Tim Pool spends entire segment coping and seething about Candace Owens beating him, blames bots and claims he never used bots. So
shout out to Red Team Go. Welcome. Said got kicked off the Devil's Democratic channel. What? Yeah, apparently Democrats don't like Trump. Really? That is quite surprising. Welcome. We also got Ozzy Bogan. Welcome to the party. Very good to see you guys. Again, please do hit that like button.
And seething about Candace Owens beating him, blames bots and claims he never used bots. So I'm making a challenge. $100 cash to overproves Tim Pool is lying about not using bots. Timcast just spent an entire segment coping and seething because Candace Owens is officially the #1 podcast in America. She's not. Higher than Rogan, higher than everyone else. She's not. His excuse for why she's crushing it, I know bots are a big problem. A lot of people buy bots to inflate their numbers. This is Candace MO 100%. Is it a real quote? Well, it's ellipseed, so it's not a quote about Candace. It was.
So Ozzy said Tim is full of it. A Zio shill. I don't think he's a Zio shill. I think he's been pretty open about how much he doesn't like the relationship that we have with Israel. But yeah, I definitely have shifted my opinion on Tim a lot over the last few years. But again, just like with Candace, I judge things as they come. And so, you know, when Candace is right about something, Candace is right about something. When Candace is out here bullshitting, then I'm gonna call Candace out for bullshitting. And you know, Tim used to be my number one guy, and he's kind of fallen down the ranks, but I think he's spot on with this. Shout out to Chad. Welcome to the party. It said Candace is a shit stirring twat waffle. I didn't even know that they would let you type that, but hey, tell us how you really feel. Welcome.
The quote about Twitch. A prominent Twitch streamer recently got a lot of attention for organizing a meeting with Twitch over their view botting problem. And as I pointed out, there are a lot of people that want status, so they view bot, for which I never implied about Candace. Then he swears up and down that he personally has never bought bots and never would. I don't. I call BS. So here's the open challenge with real money attached. $100 cash to the first follower who brings me hard proof that Timcast IRL is currently botted. Fake concurrent viewers on Rumble and YouTube. View farm invoices, bot panel, screenshots, traffic analysis that doesn't lie. Whatever holds up to the group chat.
She mad.
We were getting 60, 70,000 on YouTube 1 year ago. Now we're getting 23, 24,000. There's no view botting. On Rumble, we get around 20 or so thousand. So we average around 40K total. And that's between Rumble and YouTube. And, you know, I don't know. We all watched Candace Owens climb to number one the old-fashioned way. Viral clips, zero filter, asking the questions everyone else is scared to ask. Tim's tears tonight prove he knows the throne is gone. I never had the number one spot. That was the point. Bounty is live. Clock starts now. Bring me the receipts on Tim's organic 46K concurrence or sit down. So here's the clip in question. I'm going to play it for you, and then I'll break down the literal context. I don't think our show generates enough buzz for her to mention. Oh. I was wrong about that. I was literally saying we're not that big. I think the biggest my show has ever been. The morning show is number 36 in the podcast charts. They got rid of these charts, and now it's all dissected. It's because everything's different, right? There's Apple Audio, there's Spotify Video, there's Podcorn. It's all fractured now, and so rankings are industry standards where they try to assess who's the biggest. But we were never the biggest. We had one of the top live streams in the election season. In 2020's election season, we were getting over 100,000 per night. And in last election season, we're getting like 70, 80. And we weren't even
I don't care about your specific numbers, Tim. Let's get, what are we doing here?
I think I disagree. I think she has a lot of respect for you. And I think she knows the show is very important. And I think this will get a response. I mean,
maybe. You know, the thing is, like we were looking at this story about how much money she made. There's Twitch is a big problem right now with bots. Mm-hmm. There's a reason why people buy bots to make their viewership look bigger. We're not going to get, you know, so right now, what do we have? We got, we're split between Rumble. We have 46,000 concurrent viewers, which is, it's actually really good because 4 years ago, when we were in the off season after the 2020 election, we were averaging about 27,000 concurrent viewers. So the show has grown, its consistency, and all these things. I don't need to bot or buy views or do anything like that because honestly, I don't really care if it's number 1, number 10, number 100. But people don't understand that Candace has one really big show she does every day, and it's big. People really like it. That's great if they like it. So this is what I understand. People fall for this, even in the.
That's 4 more likes, guys. One more, and I'll be happy. Please, thank you so much.
I said it's a really big show, and people really like it, and that's great. We had consistently said throughout the show. In fact, the point that I had made was there's 2 things you can do when you're in the declining viewership season, right? So our concurrent viewership is like 60% of where it was a year ago because we're off the political season and we're a political culture and commentary show.
Thank you so much, guys. It really, really does help. Thank you so much.
You can try and entertain non-political subjects. And I said, we naturally do some of this with like the Aurora news and space weather stuff and like maybe ancient aliens kind of conversations that I'm interested in. And we end up getting like 200,000 views on those segments, whereas like a political clip might do 50K. So you can do that. And, you know, we largely just stay in the political space. It's what we do. We have political commentary, and our guests are usually in the space.
Yeah, and I'm in a similar position. Like I did the community tab post about whether you guys know different podcasts that we could cover, because we're always covering, you know, the same few. For those of you who don't know, the typical Monday, Wednesday, Friday show would be breaking down either a debate or a podcast or a speech or something. And the goal is to try to be better at communicating with the people who maybe don't agree with our opinions. And yeah, like views are down. And especially because I'm not a reporting the news guy, then the question is, okay, do I try to do some other stuff, or do I just, kind of stick to what I do? I don't know.
Or you can do what Candace does. Charlie Kirk was killed by French Foreign Legion with Israeli help, and now they're trying to kill me and doing all of this like real insane psychobabble stuff. However, I never said she view-botted. Whatever. In fact, like we literally made the point that right before this clip starts, Candace does not view-bot, but they cut it out because this is her game. And so you'll hear in the press.
Okay, but hold on. To be fair to Candace did not clip that. Candace retweeted somebody else clipping it. So yes, the Project Constitution people cut that out of context, but I highly doubt that Candace is watching Tim Cast every night.
About how, because this is her game. And so you'll hear in the press about how she's so big. Well, actually, across the board, I'm pretty sure we get equal to or more views than she does. As a company, I've got 4 different shows of different subject matter, and then we've got audio side, then we've got the other shows. So, I think if I were to stop doing 5 different shows and just do one, I don't think I'd get as many views as Candace, but I think I'd probably get like 60-70%. Whereas, Tim Castile does about 500,000 and she does like 2. If I stopped doing all the other shows, the viewers would...
Clean air is woke? This is the first time I have heard that, but hey, welcome to the party.
Would concentrate around one show or whatever. But look at me reacting to myself. But there's context here that's important. The point is, there's a handful of it's you have to break down total viewership per company for view. So it's like her show's really big, but it's one hour-long show per day, right? So what is the real context? Why is Tim Pool saying that Candace has one big show versus my 5 shows? Because we were talking about how much money she makes, and I said,
hold on, sorry, I forgot. I turned the volume up because I was on a different mic and it wasn't working. Thank you for letting me know. Test. How's that? Is that well? Wait, let me put it back here. Oh, now I'm getting all tangled. Is that better? Thank you, Dirty Deeds. Welcome to the party.
Because we were talking about how much money she makes. And I said, Fortune estimates Candace makes about 10 million per year. And I said, maybe, based on the views she gets on her show, we've got like 4 or 5 shows and we make more than that. And that's why I said, I think we may get more views than her across the company, but her show is bigger. And if I were to get rid of all my shows and even just do one single podcast, we'd probably get 60-70% of what she gets. Point being, she is a much more famous, much bigger personality than I. We monetize in a variety of other ways, but viewership across the board, looking at what she gets, the point is 10 million a year assessed by Fortune a reasonable number? I said, yeah, actually, I think that's what it is. That's the context of this video.
And that's fair. That's fair. And that video definitely was made to muddy the waters on all of that shit. But let's remember that Candace only retweeted it. She did not make that clip.
Mentioning the view botting of Twitch was part of the broader conversation. We were talking about how you've got these rankings that pop up where people claim they're number 1 when they're really not. That is not what we were saying about Candace. We were explicitly stating she does not view bot, which is why, listen to this. I don't think our show generates enough buzz for her to mention.
Oh, I disagree. I think she has a lot of respect for you. And I think she knows the show is very important. And I think this will get a response.
Maybe. The thing is, like we were looking at that story about how much money she made. There's Twitch. We're looking at that story about how much money she made. There's a big problem right now with bots. Mm-hmm. There's a reason why people buy bots to make their viewership look bigger. We're not going to get, so right now, what do we have? We got, we're split between Rumble. We have 46,000.
I don't know if Elad says it in this clip.
It's actually 27,000. Elad said that she has...
I was just about to skip ahead. I'm like, get to it, Tim.
Mass appeal with the third world. I thought it was in this clip, but I guess it's not. He was saying that his view of why she gets so many views is that she has international appeal. That's really it. I said third world, and I responded with, I get it, I know you have personal issues with Candace. Elad very much loves you. Okay, well, here's Candace Owens. She responded with, "Love this challenge, LOL. I have never used bots, nor did we spend a single dollar on advertising. We also took $0 from investors. After my highly publicized firing, made a conscious decision to come back truly solo. Team of just 4 on the podcast, including me, and just 1 person in ads. We actually take it as a major compliment that people think otherwise. Shows the world that things truly can be done outside the system, but you'll probably sued for it." Weird. I've never used bots, nor did we. Okay. I don't think Candace wrote this. Here's the play.
Maybe
I don't play these games. Candace does. She takes this obvious fake post. It's clear bullshit. It's whatever, ratioed. The conversation we had on IRL explicitly stated over and over again, as we have many times, Candace is doing a true crime drama show where she releases private texts from Charlie. And I said repeatedly on the show last night, guys, you should definitely go watch the show she just did today. I'm not kidding. This is unironic. You need to watch it and understand what she's saying and what she's doing.
Yeah, I think that it's important. Like, this is, drama content, I guess, but it's important to see because there's people being influenced by Tim. There's being people influenced by Candace, people being influenced by TPUSA. I think it's important to see all of the angles and then make up your own decision on who you trust and who you don't.
I believe that she gets massive viewership because it's female coded. So she's likely doing very well among women, whereas this video and this show, it's almost all dudes. It's 80-20. Women don't watch this kind of like straightforward stuff. They just don't. It is what
Tim is good at that. Tim is good at this. He's about to do a pitch for if he was going to do a Candace style show, and I got to give it to him.
it is. Candace's episode yesterday was...
Shout out to Dylan Soup. Welcome to the party, brother. Very good to see you. Again, guys, please, if you have not already, hit that like button or double tap the screen. It would be a huge, huge help. Thank you so very, very much.
She was releasing texts from Charlie about the clothing he was buying and how she was his wingman. And I got to be honest, it sounds like she was in love with Charlie Kirk.
Oh!
And he rejected her. That is not me trying to be derisive or insult or belittle Candace in any way.
That's why she's going after Erica. Jealousy. She wanted a different white man. She got her white man. Candace got her white man, but she wanted a different white man.
I genuinely think you should go and watch the episode she did where she talks about how she texted him saying, "I'm an alien," and he said, "I'm a time traveler." Not exaggerating. This is romance novel level stuff. Women love it. For real. She texts Charlie, "I'm an alien here. I just don't understand." He says, "I feel like a time traveler sometimes."
Wow.
This is...
We're like kindred spirits. Oh my goodness. She isn't going after Erica, though. She literally said TPUSA killed Charlie. She is now TPUSA. What are you talking about? But if you've been watching Pluribus, they had the thing in the very beginning about the romance novel. And then a bunch of people have been talking about like, hey, yo, like I knew 50 Shades of Grey was a thing. But now they've got like the steer and the bull and it's weird. Women are into some weird shit.
When I was like 14 and I had the cordless phone and I was talking to a girl from class and we fell asleep on the phone, just talking to each other about whatever. You hang up. No, you hang up. You hang up. No, you hang up. That's what her show is. It's not just that. It's also my best friend was murdered and betrayed. And, true crime, murder, mystery, drama. And now they're trying to kill me.
Shout out to Kathleen. Welcome to the party. Said go Temple. Yeah, I was saying that he used to be my number one guy and not so much anymore, but definitely up there. I trust him. I disagree with him on a lot of things, but I trust him to generally do what is in the best interest of his company. So what's in the best interest of his company is typically going to be what is in the best interest of truth and all that stuff. I obviously didn't say she was the CEO at the time. What did I just say? You said she isn't going after Erica. Candace is saying that TPUSA killed Charlie Kirk. It doesn't matter if she was the CEO at the time. He was the CEO at the time. The point is, she's part of TPUSA, so if she's saying that TPUSA is doing it, then that's her. Yup. Violence.
true crime, murder, mystery, drama, and now they're trying to kill me using assumptive language. That is, let me put it like this. There is an active plot to kill me right now. I'm not joking. This is true. I've been in contact with the FBI about it. They believe the threat is credible. There's not just one, there's a bunch, but there's one in particular that seems credible, and the individual may be targeting others. That's it. I've mentioned this. We're not taking the show off the air. We have security. I have guns. These things happen. This is a normal function of the work environment. Now, that's how you mail code it, right? I stand up, pull my shirt and say, boys, there is somebody who's trying to kill me, but we're going to keep doing our job. We've contacted law enforcement. They're looking into it. In the meantime, let's focus on the real news. Now, if you want to go the female coded route, and I'm not saying this to insult women or men or whatever. I'm pointing out there are differences in these views. I could say this.
Bro, this is so fucking good. This is so fucking good. This, maybe this alone, the code switching. That I mean, like, obviously I know people can do this. And to some extent, we all kind of have different, like, you talk to your parents differently, talk to your friends, and you talk to your boss and so on. But he just spins it around. Before, what did he just say? Boys, they're coming after us. We're moving on.
My friends,
This
we're
is
scared.
the ladies' version.
I have just discovered there is an active plot to assassinate me. I'm not kidding. It's not a joke, and I beg you, please take this seriously. The work we do here, is important. And they want to stop me. They want to stop us. My wife, she looked me in the eyes and she said, Tim, we're going to be okay? And I said, I don't know. Because they want us dead. Because you know, and I know, together, we can change the world. So I did what any good husband would do.
Get some of that sad TikTok music behind it.
I hugged my wife, and I told her I will keep you safe. I've been in contact with the Trump administration, and I can confirm they are actively working to stop this plot against me. I don't know if they will be able to succeed. Dark forces seek to undermine the important work we are doing in protecting what we love and who we care about. You know, I remember it just like it was yesterday when I was sitting at that steakhouse with Allison, and
I mean, hey, I've got one right in the chamber already. I'm gonna call you Hunter. Welcome, Hunter. He's specifically trying to female code the message. Before, he was like, there's assassination plots after me. But, you know, we do what we got to do. That's the male coded. Here is how the females do it.
You know, I remember it just like it was yesterday when I was sitting at that steakhouse with Allison, and I took her by the hands and I said, will you be mine? And she blushed, she smiled, and she said, always.
Aww.
I couldn't believe it. I was so lucky. But now, these dark forces, they're trying to stop us. Not just our mission to make this country better, but our love. Because they know the one thing that will save this country is love. And that's why they're so full of hate. And that's why they scream. And that's why they throw bricks. But they won't stop us. I won't let them. The FBI contacted me personally to let me know they're actively tracking this assassination plot. They believe that this man is very dangerous.
He's still going.
And that this is a real threat against me. But I won't back down. Not just for me, not just for Allison, but for you. Because you matter. Because I know that if I stand, you can stand too. So my friends, know this. When you go to timcast.com and join our Discord community, you are telling the evil of this world, love will win.
Love will win. We'll jump back in, but shout out to S-Jax. Welcome. So the more you talk about it, the more attention this gets. Love it. Candace is right. And negative attention is still attention. Keep talking about it. Everyone is listening. Tim Pool sucks too. And see, this is the difference between whether I'm not on a team. Like, if Candace is right, then awesome, great. Let's see the receipts. If Tim Pool is wrong, all right, fuck you. But in this moment, no receipts, and Tim Pool is right. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Shout out to TDA Grimm, said Candace is the truth. Again, I mean, I'm willing to believe that if we get receipts. Oh yeah, he's putting on a show. And it ain't over.
And every day, When you look into the eyes of those you love, your children, you can smile and say, I'm doing my part.
Yeah.
Together, evil will not win. They were never going to win. I'm going to be taking my show off the air this weekend. We won't have a show for you. And I will be in communication with the Federal Bureau of Investigation over this plot against me. I ask you to pray. Please, we need you. That's one way to do it, right? That's one way to do it, right?
That's definitely a way to do it. And, I think if we can see the difference and the fact that people are buying into it, it's not a fact that she's lying or that she's wrong, but it is something to pay attention to.
Say, we received a credible death threat. I contacted the FBI. They had a conversation about it. They believe the threat is legitimate and active, and they're working towards finding this individual and putting a stop to it. In the meantime, we've upped our security. Because, Candace goes the other way. I can certainly go that way, too. Oh, boy. I used to do nonprofit fundraising, and that was the spiel. That was the shtick. That's how.
Hey, we got Democratic Poop City in the building. Welcome to the party, said Candace is the L. People are split. I agree with you on this one, but people are definitely split. Welcome to the party.
You did it. But now I'm more so just kind of turning the camera on and complaining on the internet. And truth be told, not nearly as many people like it as they like Candace's Drama Fest. But of course, that's why reality TV is reality TV. It was never real. This is why they want to live in this world where Israel is everywhere around the corner. Bro, governments kill people. They do it all the time. Assassination plots are legitimate, and governments have interests, and they're trying to take over. But Candace is turning news into a true crime drama BS fest. And of course, me calling her out because she keeps getting worse with it. Of course she was. Sooner or later, she'd cross the line. And now, here's her opportunity to malign me and accuse me. Let me just...
Yeah, I agree. Shout out to Data Depot. Data Department? Data. You're going to be called Data. Welcome. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, that there seems to be a lot of big stuff that we're waiting for the other shoe to drop. And they're whoever the they is, they're like, okay, we need to give them some data adapt. Okay, gotcha. Data adapt. There you go. Sounds like data, a department. I don't know. But definitely fake and gay. But yeah, so the question is, we can simultaneously pay attention to this because it matters where people are getting their influence, and also acknowledge that it's probably a psyop and there's something being hidden or that they're trying to distract us from.
Stress. Let me just make it very clear on view botting or whatever. I sit in a studio we built from the ground up that costs millions of dollars on a massive property that costs millions of dollars. And we've got, I'll just put it like this.
Another one. Welcome. God is my judge. Welcome. So the Candace Empire only exposes the lack of critical thinking skills America has as a whole. I mean, yeah. The fact that, even us, I'll talk about myself specifically. Like the fact that I don't have, I can't make a clear distinction on, is she right about all of this? Or does she just have something here? Or is she completely playing it up? I don't know. Welcome. One well said, don't forget that the spin that Candace put on it has her as the main character. Yep, it's all about her. She's getting assassinated. Charlie's part of it. But it's about me.
I'll just put it like this. Estimate the value of a company that generates over 10 plus million.
I do not know about Rick Cutter. Who's Rick Cutter?
Per year. What did we do? Like 15 million last year or something. And everyone's like, how does Tim Pool make so much money? I'm good at business. I don't know. It is true. A lot of people, there was this story I read a while ago about this YouTuber at 300,000 subs, and she was a waitress. And she cried. It was like 10 years ago. It's an old story. And she didn't know how to monetize having this audience that watched all her videos. We've never had that problem. We've always found ways to monetize. Now, you may ask, what does all that money do? Well, we built a studio from the ground up. It's very expensive to fly our guests out in person. We cover all travel and accommodation. We have somewhere close to like 40 employees. We've got Tales from the Inverted World, Pop Culture Crisis. I personally host a variety of shows. We've broken them up in a variety of ways. This segment actually attaches to the Simple Morning Show, but the Culture War is its own podcast on podcast platforms. And so we've got sponsorship deals. We've got membership programs. We get all this.
Come on, we get
stuff.
it. All right, let's.
Current viewers on YouTube. Candace should be making substantially more money if she's getting around 100,000 concurrents or whatever, but a couple million views. It's political content, so the CPM is going to be relatively low, but 1.5 to 2 million views per day could easily pull in 40, 50K per day. And that's just one ad read. That's about one ad read, right? Yeah. If she does it right, they all make money.
K
per read, and if she does,
we get it.
Drama, movie, narrative, Freedom Tunes thing. He kept doing it because we need to build. I was like, as I seek, then go to twisted plot.
Okay.
And anything. I was like, I kept talking.
You say Seamus was trying to promote the long form show.
You got to say, so if you see as I see, and if you would seek as I seek, then go to twisted plots. You got to know how to do the sales pitch. Here's a story. I love it. One of my favorite stories ever. And this is absolutely a humble brag. I was working for a homeless shelter, and I convinced some lady to sign up for $700 per month. Every month she would donate $700. It's a lot of money. I was in California. How did I do it?
Shout out to Robbie. Welcome to the parties. And Candace, take off the tin foil hat. Enough already. My goodness. We also got David that says tin pool sucks. Man, we are split. Well,
these nonprofits, they want you to say these stupid things like, hi, do you have a minute to talk about insert problem? And people go, no, I don't. Goodbye. And that never worked. For some people, if you pushed as hard as you could and tried talking to literally everybody, you'd be burned out and you'd maybe convince 2 people per day. But that's really all they wanted. And so they'd say, like, it's $20 a month to become a member and support us. And the street canvassers, you don't really see them out that often, but they're still there. So I see this lady. And she's walking down the street. And I'm standing there with my clipboard and a smile on my face, and I wave, and you're on the balls of your feet, you're standing on your tippy toes, and you're looking inviting. And I say, hello there, ma'am.
Hello.
Do you have a second to talk to me about our homeless crisis in this city? And she says, sure, what's going on? And then here's what I did.
Shout out to Chuck E. Cheese. Welcome to the party. Yeah, the problem that I'm concerned about is the most important problem of all the problems. Welcome. So Candace is the truth, then I'm the inventor of pancakes. Oh, my goodness.
I said, well, first, my name is Tim, and I'm with insert nonprofit. Did you know that in Los Angeles... You know what? I can't do this. I can't do this script. Let me just be honest with you. This is the homeless capital of the developed world. And I know you know it. I know you've seen it. There's a reason why I'm out here, and it's not because I need to raise money or anything, but it's because it's what we have to do to solve this problem. Every day when I get up, I walk to work, I see these people sleeping in the streets. Some of them are children. I just think to myself, how could this be happening? And so I decided to do something about it. And listen, I just want you to understand. I want you to understand what it means. Do this for me. Close your eyes. I want you to imagine that you're sleeping under a bridge. You're by yourself. Nobody cares. They walk by you, snarl at you. Nobody loves you. But then, one day as you're sleeping under this bridge, you hear a voice that says, hey. You open your eyes and you look up. With the sun glaring down, there is someone. And they're holding out their hand. And they say, I love you. I care about you.
Oh my God, I'm going to cry.
I need you to be that person right now.
Be that person.
I need you to be that hand to lift these people up and tell them that you actually care. And she started crying. And she said, what can I do? And I said, well, we have a variety of programs.
Money.
And they're all very expensive. But the only way this changes is when people like you decide to be that hand. And she decided to give $700 a month membership sign up. And I was very proud of myself. Do I get an Emmy? And after a while, this is my early 20s, I was just like, it's so scummy. It's not honest. It's manipulation. You want me to actually have tears come out? Because I could cry on command.
Well, I mean, he's saying specifically that this is what Candace is doing with her show in the same way where he was playing that up for money. He's saying Candace is doing the same thing with her show right now. It's great storytelling, at least off the cuff. That is why you got to be a little bit careful and really read into what he says, because he could do this. Shout out to Jaybird. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Said Tim Pool, the independent journalist, has been bought and paid for years, from Russian rubles to Israeli shekels. It's just a fact. Read the DOJ indictment. I did, and that's not what it says.
That was the sales pitch. That was the real sales pitch. But it was different for every person. You just need to know who you were talking to. And this was an older woman, and that was the pitch she needed to hear. And she signed up. I once got some guy to sign up. He gave me a check for $250. Why? Kid you not. He walked by and I went, "Hey, yo." Not kidding. And he laughed. He's like, what is this? And I was like, "We're helping homeless people. We're buying beds, and you're going to write me a check for $250. And he chuckles, "Oh, really? Am I?" And I said, "Yup, because you're sick of the homeless problem. So am I. Someone's got to do something about it. Buy a bed." And he went, "Tax deductible." And I went, "You bet your ass."
Goddamn right.
And he laughed. He's like, "All right." He's like, "Wow, that was the best pitch I've ever gotten." And I said, "Hey, look, you look like a guy who doesn't want to waste any time." And he smiled and he's like, "Yeah, all right, let me write you a check." And he had like an attaché case or whatever you call it, a merce. He filled out and he filled out the check and he was like, "Hey man, I appreciate it." And I was like, "Hey, look, no, in all seriousness, I do appreciate you're helping out, and I'm glad you appreciated my goofing off." And he laughed and he was like, "All right, man." He's like, "Good luck to you." It was super quick. Everybody's got a different pitch, and the guy in the suit, the pitch to him is always going to be "Let me not waste your time, brother. Here's what we're doing. You gonna write the check or not?" And when he goes, "I don't think," I'm like, "Come on, brother. You know there's a problem. You're not actively working on solving it, but you can be right now."
And this also highlights the number one, the skill aspect of being able to know your audience. But again, as I mentioned before, that you can manipulate. I'm using that term loosely, but you can manipulate people pretty well if you can read them that well.
And you can go rest your head, get back to your important job, which we need you to do. And they laugh and say, "Okay, look, I'm an accountant." And I'm like, "Hey, we need accountants." But you also know that we have a problem with the environment. You know that there's a problem with pollution. Hire us. That's what we're going to do. You're going to hire me right now. And then he laughs and he says, "Okay, what do you need?" And I say, "Credit card, quick. Let's get it done so you can get back to lunch." That's how I sign up a suit. Not every suit. What about the hippie guy? You try pulling it off on the hippie guy. The hippie's guy be like, "Slow down, bro. You're in a rush, man." You got to figure out where you meet people. So anyway, back to the main point with Candace and her silly games. The point is this. What she goes for is called assumptive manipulation, assumptive reasoning. It's where you say you're as vague as possible so that you can attack someone and accuse them of something without ever actually having said it, so it's not actionable. But more importantly, if you go before 10 people and they're all staring at you for leadership and you are honest with what you want and say, "I say no Social Security because it's breaking the system and I'm sick of it," the older people walk away. Well, you need all of them to pay you or to vote for you. So you want to just say things as vague as possible.
Just zoom out. Just zoom out. You know that thing that you don't like? I'm going to make it so you like it.
I am the only one who can fix this Social Security problem, and you all know it. Trust me. You get me in there, we will have victory. Now, what did I just promise to do? Fix the Social Security problem, which means nothing. This is what politicians do all the time. This is the pitch. You got to know how to say these things to convince a mass audience. In reality,
and then you, as the audience, need to understand that people are trying to do this to you as the audience, so you don't fall for the bullshit.
The older person says, they're going to make sure I get my Social Security on time and that my Medicare is going to be paid and I don't have to worry about it. He's going to fix that problem. Whatever the problem is you're having, I will fix it. But I don't say it like that. I say, I'm the only one who can. I will fix Social Security. Now, some smart people will be like, "Fix it how? My problem is this." And then you meet them in private and say, "Trust me, I'll take care of it." Always be as vague as you can. So Candace does all of that heartstring tugging bullshit manipulation that any good person of talent could really do if they wanted to. Me, if I wanted to, I could. But I didn't get into this job so that I could just pretend, cry, and be overly emotional and insinuate the Jews are out to get me or anything stupid like that.
So I mean that's pretty much the point. I'm going to pull up the tweet of the invitation from Candace, and mainly because I was impugned, but we saw Candace say on her stream, she said, anytime, any place. Anytime, any place. This is her job. It's not like it's not like she, has to work around a schedule for. This is what she does. This is the biggest thing that's going on in her life. And so Blake Nev said the live stream from TPUSA, the live stream we announced on the show Wednesday has been set 4 p.m. Eastern, Monday, December 15th. A collection of Charlie's friends will respond to statements made by Candace Owens to set the record straight once and for all prior to the opening of America Fest. We'll be live streaming from Charlie's Phoenix studio. We offer our offer from yesterday. So this was already on the table. Our offer from yesterday holds. If Candace wishes to join us in person in Phoenix, she is welcome to do so. She can let us know by the end of the day. And so she, after saying anytime, any place, we get, well, it's kind of weird how you didn't email or call me to ask me about times or availability. You specifically said anytime, any place. Why am I learning about this on X? December 15th does not work in person. Oh, 2 p.m. is the literal time I do my podcast live, which you knew. Yeah, maybe you guys could have co-streamed and you both could have worked it out, but you didn't. Anytime, any place, except that time at that place. But we'll happily cancel the daily podcast to join you guys virtually. And no answer from that. So, I mean, is she dodging it? Kind of. Will I eat my words if she shows up on TPUSA and has that conversation? Yes. But that sounds to me like a dodge. Shout out to Mango. Welcome. What is it? Happy birthday. Here's a question. Between Candace and the FBI, which one's investigation seems more plausible? That's a tough question. That's a good question, and I don't know. I definitely would have to see more of like what she has said. Like I haven't followed the every single word she said, but that is a good question. Even with all this, I'm still leaning towards Candace. But I don't know. Yahabe said, Candace is terrified of losing everything she got. I'm sure her mother will always let her live with her in the project if she goes bust. Oh, I mean, no, she's got enough money where like she'll be good. She's not going to be like on the streets and poor anytime soon. I mean, unless she makes some really bad decisions, that's not going to happen. Is she going to be able to continue bringing in that much money if she does this and messes it up? Probably. Dave Smith was mentioning something in reference to the Douglas Murray debate, where the have you been, that debate. And someone was talking to Dave about it and saying, oh, you destroyed his career. And he's like, no. I destroyed his reputation. His career is going to be fine because all the people who are on that side, the woke right, they will still follow that. But his reputation as somebody who can apparently beat Dave, a comic, in a debate who hasn't even been, is gone. Chuck E. Cheese said Stamford, Connecticut is where she's from. It's comparable to, say, San Francisco on rent prices. So maybe got to move, but she'll be all right. Shout out to Ron. Welcome. Said, Dylan, thanks for inventing something so good. There you go. All right. Well, let's see that's all I really had for you guys. Let's see what else is going on. I do have that meeting, but what do we got? What's been going on here? Oh yeah. I mean, I think if I can speak for Behave, A, I think it was tongue in cheek, and B, I think she meant that's still a downgrade. But yeah, definitely not the project. Definitely not. All right, where are we at? What did I watch today? You guys want to check out this thing about the North Korean phones? Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you'd rather see someone who has gotten a North Korean phone, and it's pretty fucking creepy. Or put a 2 in the chat if you want to see a body cam video that every man will love. 1 or 2. Let me know. Let me know. Do not redeem. Redeem what? Data said her husband literally works at Turning Point. It's also a circle. I did not know that. Her husband works there? Her husband works there? That's insane. That's insane. I said, you're definitely smarter than me. You're right, by the way. Candace will be fine financially. Absolutely. We got 1, 2, and 1, 1. Give me one more. Give me one more to break the oh yeah. So what does that have? What's his position within TPSA? That's not part of Parler, right? All right. Well, I'm just gonna pick, and I've decided that how long are they? Actually, yeah, we're gonna do the shorter one. Ba-da-ba-da-bow.
I was about to send you that video. See it all?
Of course, man. As soon as I saw that girl in them red shorts, that was
Hey,
95%
yo!
Seeing how I won't get put in your face,
yo!
you know this is great content.
Yeah. That's a great body cam. I have one.
No, I'm saying
Gentlemen, I told you you'd like it.
not jokingly, but like the thumbnails, every thumbnail I saw was her and ass.
Of course.
Oh, someone put her in handcuffs?
Of course.
I want to see that.
Okay.
Either way, I'm about to have a good time.
An officer hears a nearby car rapidly
Listen to the
accelerate.
You stop.
Instead of slowing down, the driver of the Mustang GT stomps on the gas, speeds off.
Okay.
The pissed off
He took that personally.
He went like, we're going on a field trip.
Okay.
We are going on a field
We want to play? We gonna play.
trip. Let's go. Back up, boys. Pack some lunches.
so he canvasses nearby neighborhoods until finally Lady Luck intervenes.
Do you guys know whose white Mustang this is?
Yeah, I did not know that. That is definitely Turning Point UK. Interesting. It unfolds. And again, I haven't necessarily I haven't watched everything she's put out or read everything that she's put out, but I have taken some oh my god, right? I have taken some time to see, is this worth spending more time on Candace? And I just don't think it is. I don't think it is. If she comes out with something, then that will be covered by other people, and then be like, okay, now I need to go back and watch this because it's worth it. But until then,
Till finally Lady Luck intervenes.
Do you guys know whose white Mustang this is?
Tell her to come out.
Yeah, can you have him step out? Hi. Do I look familiar?
no.
Kind of.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Oh,
You should have shut your mouth. Because
Yup.
you told him you knew exactly where you saw him at, which meant that when he tried to tell you to stop, that means you acknowledge that you saw him. Ooh. And that's why they tell you don't talk to cops. Now, we're all glad because she did something stupid, so she snitched on herself.
Yes.
But this is why you keep your mouth shut.
But that's essentially why cop, they asked the question. Do you know what I'm pulling you over? It's to
See if you're gonna admit to the crime.
it's to incriminate you.
Yep.
yeah. That's essentially what I'm saying. That a few weeks ago you watched the full series, and it's 40 hours. You watch a couple hours, and it's like, I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And then again, if things change, I'll go back and watch what needs to be watched. But until then, I'm chilling.
You're under arrest for fleeing and eluding law enforcement.
What?
Yeah, y'all zoom out, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Don't get
right.
so close when he's like getting her hands. Don't be that close. Make sure you keep the distance. Don't harass her.
You just,
Come on, bro. You're a little too close. This body cam is just catching her back.
the body cam is not to catch the body. It's the beat. Oh my god, never mind. Just
All right, I'm gonna stop.
Shout out to God help us. Welcome. Said Maga. Maxo already got away. And I think Epstein did too. I think they're both chilling on the island. Both chill. Well, no, she's still locked up, but she's gonna be chilling on the island right where he's been this whole time. Welcome to the party.
Yes, ma'am. It's all on body cam.
Yes, you just
Nope, I walked out of the road and was telling you to stop.
walked out on
Yep,
the road. You
correct. And I was telling you to stop. It's all on body cam.
Ain't no way her and her homegirl got the same matching outfit, but she yellow.
Now she got some. You know what? I'm not even.
Right.
No.
Can I just call her mom?
Yeah, you call her, Mom. Is that on her phone right there? I am a law enforcement officer, fully uniformed, telling you to stop because you're passing all those cars in a double yellow. You passed multiple.
Well, okay. Now that's still illegal, sweetie. But the thing is, I saw the uniform. I don't know if you're going at that speed and you see somebody wearing what this dude is wearing, just kind of walk out. I don't know if you would necessarily clock that it was a cop. You'll see the uniform.
It doesn't matter. You still fled law enforcement.
I didn't break the law 3 times. I broke 1 time. What was this one car? It's a double yellow. You can't. Hey, man, listen. If I can tell y'all one thing, teach your kids to shut the fuck up when it comes
You
to
passed a
cops.
double yellow. I was just passing one car. Yeah, it means you crossed a double yellow.
Yo, imagine that defense in any kind of criminal case.
Oh my!
We believe that the suspect here committed 3 murders. No, it's only 1.
It's not even going to go down like that. It's going to be like this. Your Honor, play the tape. And then you just see her, a succession of her just incriminating herself.
And then you rapidly accelerated as you went by me. You didn't stop, didn't do anything, didn't even hit the brakes.
No, I was going to speed limit across.
No, you weren't.
Can I talk to someone else?
It was just me there. I don't know who you want to talk to. Who do you want?
This is not customer service. What are you talking about?
You gotta ask for a supervisor, which I don't think has anybody ever been pulled over, and it's not looking good. Probably going to jail, at the very least getting a ticket. You're like, let me see your supervisor. And it worked out. Has that ever happened to anybody?
Retry. I fucked up my defense. Can we redo this with somebody else who doesn't
I
know
want
the
to speak
facts?
to someone else.
I'm in the road, hands up, telling her to stop. Clearly look like a law enforcement officer.
So
No brakes.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, is that clear? Is that clear? I don't know. Like the body cam definitely does give you something. And most of you on vertical, right? Let's do this. So like you can see that when you're staring at it, that's a cop's uniform. But if you're blazing down the street, are you gonna know that that's a cop? Just saying.
Road, hands up, telling her to stop. Clearly look like a law enforcement officer. No brakes, no lights, nothing. She just
Clearly.
keeps going, guns it. So that's swinging and eluding all day long. So
Can we go to court for this?
absolutely.
Can we go to court? Bitch, I'm taking you. You want to ride? Because I'm taking your shit. Can we go to court? You don't have to ask. So
Well, I mean, I again, like if the cop is fucking up, and you're like, hold on, oh sorry, if the cop is fucking up, and it's like, yo, this is not right, and you get the supervisor, that's one thing. But I'm saying, like, you're clearly in the wrong. This girl has admitted to breaking the law. What is the supervisor going to do at that point? Like, if you're getting searched and you have nothing on you, and they still are going to arrest you for this, then okay, we can say, hey, legitimately, I have done nothing wrong here. You should be arrested, and you're not following the laws. So I would like to call you. But in just like as almost every body cam video I've seen, they always use it as some like magic thing that's going to get them out of it. And I think it's a matter of I do whatever I can to delay actually being handcuffed in the back of a cop car or in jail. But I don't know. I only broke one. I only broke one law, not more. So what's the big deal? You know, like all the illegal immigrants say.
nicely, I'm taking you there.
And you said you have it on dash cam?
I have it on body cam.
Okay.
Even better, because I was right there.
Okay.
So
You're smiling and shit. Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, where'd it go? Chuck E. Cheese saying, all right, that guy looks like a cop up close, but speeding down the road, plausible deniability. Until she goes, oh yeah, I saw you. Just be like, no, who are you? I was like, oh no, yeah, my neighbor has this same car, or my friend down on the other side. Maybe that was them. Or just shut the fuck up.
beat.
Yeah, how is it?
Oh my God, it's not gonna end well.
They're arresting me for fleeing and eluding. I passed in a double line. He came out and ran in front of, like, he half ran in front of my, like, he didn't even fully run in front of my car. And then,
Why would the cop run in front of your car? Admitted you already saw him, so you should have stopped regardless. What do you want, cars? Stop! Stop! Ah! And now we're at a cop's funeral.
I don't know.
Can I talk to him?
Yeah.
Officer Rio. Hey there, it's Officer.
All right. So what I want from you guys, I want to know, do you guys agree or disagree with how the father handles this? Because I've been preacher talking about it. So I want to know what you guys think. How do you feel about how the dad handled this? Let's assume that she is, let's say 21. She's young, but she's not like young. How do you feel about dad's job here?
Officer New Smyrna Beach Police Department.
What officer who?
Officer Rio with the New Smyrna Beach Police Department. I have everything I need for fleeing and looting. It is what it is. So she can take it to court. It's going to go to court no matter what. But that's what I have. It meets statute requirements. That's what we're doing. Okay.
You know, the worst part about all this is she could have gotten away with this if she didn't admit to seeing him.
Well, the charges would be less, definitely. But now she's admitting to everything he's done.
No, not even. If she, because yes, theoretically, there could be such a thing where they lower the charges. That's a separate thing. But by acknowledging that you've seen him, you're done. That was it.
Possible tonight. There's a case there that, like, I didn't see him there, or I'm not familiar with these outfits. You can say, well,
I think you're right.
But she opened her mouth and that fucked her right away. We're all glad.
He went very vague on it. He went, "Remember me?" And then she went like, "Oh yeah, the corner of such and such."
Yeah.
You went, Now you're just placing yourself at, coincidentally, that's what I'm reporting. So yeah, if you would have said like, "No, I don't."
Yeah.
Can you put her back on the phone?
Yeah, you're on speaker.
So you'll
All right.
probably be in jail for the weekend then.
All right, good dad, bad dad.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Because you're not going to get out right away. Why were you going that fast down?
I passed one car. Because he was going like 30, and I passed him. I didn't see my daughter's friend.
So why didn't you pull over at the time when he waved you down to stop? Why didn't you stop?
Because it wasn't like he was. I really didn't even know. I just saw a person in white, black, and then
doing this.
he had one hand out, and it wasn't like he was in front of my car like that. He like literally was from the side, like completely the side. I was.
And again, I mean, up close, it's very clear. He's got the walkie, the body cam, the belt. That's clear. But I still haven't seen a badge.
Going 60. That's a hearsay.
Pause. No, my girl, you have a GT 5.0 Mustang. You know, the little 5 that you have on the side of your car. You could definitely go 30 to 60 really easily. I'm just saying. That's a coyote in there.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm all for the dad disciplining the daughter. I think, like, we all love to see it. And she needs to be accountable for what she's doing. Would I do this in front of the cops on a recorded call? I don't think so.
I don't think that as a father, this thing is happening. My daughter, and she's responding the way that she's doing.
She's definitely rude. I agree.
I'm sorry. I don't think I'm thinking like, should I be doing it? Fuck that bitch.
Fair point. But Abba's question does stand. Is it a good idea to have that conversation in front of the cop? Because now you're getting her to say more that is on body cam, that because we're watching, yeah, I did this and I did that and I didn't. I've been like, Dad, I don't want to talk about this while the cop is right here. Let's talk about, I'll call you from jail or we'll talk about it, you know, whatever. 60, oh man, I do polite speeding, you know, 35 and a 30. I've got some, it depends. Because around me, like I live in a little development, like it's a little suburban development, but like there's not any highway is a full 10-minute drive away because there's little 25-mile-an-hour roads, but they're winding and they go between two farms and shit. Like I'll hit 40, 50 on those during the day when there's nobody there. But yeah, like if you're going through a residential area, then polite speeding, polite. Shout out to Liberty Plus TV. Welcome to the party. My parents and I don't talk to cops. Smart. Yes, I am. Am I the Messiah? Am I Jesus Christ? No, definitely not. But I am indeed the Indian Jesus. Section said she's self-incriminating enough for conviction before she ever spoke to her dad. True, but does he know that? The dad doesn't know that. And the dad's the one asking questions. So I agree there. I also agree with Preach that like I'm not thinking about that in that moment. But point being, maybe shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't think I'm thinking like, should I be doing it? Fuck that bitch. I'm scolding you right there and then. What you're acting like it's nothing?
I'm just saying. I'm definitely scolding her. I just don't know if I'm doing it right in front of that cop for them to use as evidence. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I'm even thinking about all that because I'm livid.
You saying this right now based off of you haven't seen the recording, everything like that. I'm putting myself in the role of somebody who's not seen the recording. I don't know the particulars. I don't know exactly all the details. Like we saw the video, so of course we know 100% she's in the wrong and everything that we know otherwise. Hearing it like this, if I was just on the phone, I don't know if I'd feel so sure to have that convo in front of the cop.
Sure.
That's all I'm saying.
Sure.
Because like, yeah, when you see the video, I'm like, you dumb bitch.
What I'm saying is I'm putting myself on the dad that is maybe panicking.
Sure.
That his daughter is going to jail.
Sure.
And the way she's talking,
she don't care. She's
not computing. It's like, yo,
I agree.
So you're not
on that typical white college girl shit. She needs to learn a hard lesson. She's already treating it like it's no big deal. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say that I've never passed someone on a double yellow line, but like, I could whip it. I could whip it. But I hear you.
Not just going and coming back and I'm going to give you a ride. Wake up. That's what he's doing.
I would definitely be, I'm like, why are you talking disrespectfully? I would definitely be telling her to change her fucking tone and the way she's acting, for sure.
I don't feel like he has said anything that's incriminating. He's just saying, judging from what he just told me, and he's certain of, and you have cuffs, you're probably going to spend the weekend in jail.
That's not all they said, though. He's like, why didn't you stop? By asking her, by the dad asking the daughter, why didn't you stop? Then her explaining, he didn't come all the way. You're giving credence to the cop's story. And again, the dad has not seen this video yet. He's in the video. You remember the scene from Spaceballs? What is this happening? Now. That's him. He's in the video right now. So he doesn't know that she's already incriminated herself. So even if she hadn't incriminated herself, this conversation with her dad would have incriminated her.
Agree, because he's asking her about particulars of what crime she may have committed, and she's telling. So yes, that is stuff that can be used, because if she adds any additional detail, they're playing that part of the body count, and she's admitting stuff to her dad.
He didn't. He came over and found my car and pulled.
It's all on body cam, sir. I was
right there. So and again, fine, it's all on body cam, whatever. But more evidence against you is bad. So you acknowledging that you saw him there, you saw all of these things, it's going to make it worse. It's going to make it worse. And it's going to make it harder for a lawyer to plea down whatever you have. Behave said, I cried like a little bitch if ever pulled over by the cops. I became a scared 6-year-old girl. And it probably works, doesn't it? It probably works. Women.
Roadway, the reason I didn't go all the way in the roadway is because she was going so fast I didn't want to get hit by her, because obviously I could see that she was not slowing down.
Just what he thinks.
Okay.
I'm actually an instructor for speed measurement, so smart.
I'm not laughing.
I wouldn't be laughing. It's a felony. You committed a felony. Don't laugh at that.
Yeah, I mean, you're being cocky. You're not even being polite. You're not even using manners.
Yeah, this has been her the entire time, sir.
That is like, all right. I'd be like, yo, I'm her father. All right, let me fucking tell her. If she wants to laugh at you, motherfucker, I wouldn't say that. But it's not illegal to fucking laugh. I'm telling my child that she needs to take this more seriously. I don't need you to fucking back me up. Like, I don't know how to fucking... Come on, man.
I know. That's what I don't get with her. It's just totally ridiculous. So you don't understand what you just did.
I do.
Oh, you do you? Really?
See,
she's cringing.
This I'm okay with.
She's cringing. She's like, oh my God. Don't put it back.
Yeah,
put it back. She's like, ah!
She'll wear that fucking painting on the bridge.
All right, so when you get to jail, you get one phone call.
Just follow instructions.
So you better figure out who you're going to call, to get you out of jail.
God, what even is this? Jesus.
So when you call your mom and start bitching at her and stuff, she going to make you sit. You call me, I'll make you ass sit too.
Oh, wait. Sorry, I missed what he said.
At her and stuff, she going to make you sit. You call
Oh my God!
Me, I'll make you ass sit too.
Somebody with a good angle.
If that's what I'm saying, if your mom can bail you out now, or otherwise you will sit there until Monday.
I gotta calculate it, but it'll probably be like 2,500.
Remember when boy shorts used to be hot because they were underwear? I do.
Yeah. So I know him very well. Yep. He's in my.
Like, leave something to the imagination. Wait, I missed that. What did you say? What?
Yeah. They'll probably be like 2,500. Do you have an older brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know him very well. Yep. He's in my.
So that either means that her brother's getting in trouble all the time, or that he knows him elsewhere.
No.
Family. He's in what, the Air Force?
Did you go to high school?
Yeah, yeah.
You went
Actually,
High school.
Hey, so I'm texting a little bit. I got your little sister. Nigga. I got your little sister while you over there saluting and shit. Yeah. Officer Yams on duty.
Officer Yam. She is in underwear. She is in underwear. That is underwear.
So if I uncuff you,
It's very nice underwear. I like the underwear. But they call it underwear for a reason. I mean, I in this moment, I'm not complaining, but like, I ain't never gonna have a girl that dresses like that in public.
You're not doing anything? All right. This is me being very nice by you. So.
Oh, Mom.
Yeah, and we have a problem.
Damn, them nails is crazy.
Oh, god
Them
damn.
nails is crazy. It look like a.
Yo, what? How do you wipe your ass? How do you wipe your ass? Is this a contributing factor to why BBLs smell so bad? It's not just the BBL shit they put in your butt. It's the Shaniqua nails. They can't wipe their booty hole. We figured it out. Jesus. That's got to be like, okay, let's see. This is about where, I'm out here. So that's like that. Where am I on the screen? Hold on. You guys see me? Yeah, I put my hand over. That's about, maybe not that much, like that much nail. Like imagine having an extra hand on each of your, an extra finger on each of your fingers. How do you wipe your ass?
Vinyl floor, somebody about to break dance on.
I mean, hold on, all this jewelry and everything, and nice nails and a broken screen. Ain't that crazy, dude?
Okay, what do you think the correlation is between broken screens and hood rat behavior?
I mean, if you can't hold it properly, you're like this. It's broken. It's okay. I get it. I get it. You can't pick it up. You can't pick it up properly in the bank. I get it.
I don't know what it is.
I use my whole the whole prehension of my hand. They can't, and when you tap it like that, you might.
I'm telling you, criminal activity.
Okay. Are we really thinking it's it's two I's, B-I-D-E-T. Are we really thinking that people with Shaniqua nails and BBLs got bidets in their house? All the money went to the nails and the BBL.
He follows those nails. It just does.
No,
I know I have a big bias.
Yes, you do.
But
facts.
Be prepared to be strip searched.
What scriptures?
Oh!
You gonna learn today. All right.
Oh, what's a strip search? I mean, she probably is the officer that has to do the strip search. It's probably, oh man, yeah, right. How do you wipe your ass? Hey, shout out to Dane. Welcome to the party. I've been wanting to get one. Like one of the ones where you just had, you just click it in and actually, I don't know exactly how it works, but I wanted one. I've just never done it. Is it like that? Is it like that? Do it be like feeling gay and shit? Or you just got to get used to it? Or is it not even like that? Oh man, let's see that again.
Be prepared to be strip searched.
What scriptures?
You gonna learn today. All right. What's strip shirt? Well, you're already halfway there.
Hey, listen, this video is 5 minutes long, so 5 more minutes long. So I want to see that.
No, you're not gonna see
that.
Just take everything off, and you bend over,
gonna cut her up front since seems like Dad's kind of talked a little bit of sense into her.
Well, shout out to whoever's just like splicing this for no reason. He just cut into that ass because he knows exactly what he's doing. He said, "Yo, the other officer can see."
My God. Got it.
Everything.
Yeah, good. So put your hands like this together. Okay, up front. There you go. Just a little bit further out. Good.
Is this the
I
greatest
definitely, yeah.
promo?
I use baby wipes or like dude wipes or I mean a bunch of different kinds. But yeah, I'll use wipes. But the bidet, a travel bidet, how does that work? That sounds just like you've got like a little container with water and a hose, and you just go spray it. That's all. Roast. I don't have the South Park theme. I got that South Park theme was on this season. What you talking about, Willis?
For the launch of an OnlyFans? Is this the greatest promo for the launch of an OnlyFans?
Yup.
I'm not answering that.
Like the amount of roleplay videos you could do, reenacting my arrest.
I'm not doing
Exclusive
that.
video.
I'm not doing that.
We're gonna go to his vehicle right here, okay? This one right here.
You're stupid.
Why we gotta pretend like we ain't see what we seen? Why we gotta pretend like we can't see what's in front of our eyes? I didn't put on those clothes. I didn't cross a double yellow line. I didn't almost run over a cop. I'm just watching videos.
I'd love to see a perp walk.
Gotta look good.
I'm telling you that OnlyFans is gonna fucking smash.
Unfortunately, it's felony no matter what I
Shout out to Indie Bell. Welcome. Yeah, right. It seems like a super soaker. What's the difference? What's the difference? It's just got you can turn it so you can get the right angle. I'll stick with baby wipes for now. I'm good.
OnlyFans is gonna fucking smash.
Unfortunately, it's felony no matter what I have to make a physical arrest. You have like zero criminal history, right?
Yeah. I mean, one time I shot with it when I was 16, but I don't think it's on there.
That's the second video she makes for her OnlyFans. Okay, hold up. You know what though? Let's be honest. Can we just be honest for 2 seconds? I don't think this video goes even half as viral if she's not an attractive woman.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Nobody would care that much.
I barely care as it is. I just want to see that. There's no way this would go viral.
Because you're not doing anything erratic. If you're ugly, you have to do for your video to go viral. If you're ugly, you have to do some shit erratic, erratic stuff, like asking another woman if she wants to fuck.
Yeah.
If you're ugly,
exactly.
That's gonna go viral because you're ugly and you're doing ugly stuff.
Yeah, don't get mad at me because
If
I
you're
called
pretty,
out
just no.
the yams in the room. You know what I'm saying?
The yams in the room.
Can I get to the yams? I'm just saying we all know. If I look up the thumbnail, I promise you it's yams.
Yeah, it's yams. It is yams.
Let's find out.
Yams.
Oh, but I tell you,
It's
yams.
Jams.
Pams. She's still there. Yams.
Pams.
We all know what
Wait
it
a
is.
minute. Why would you do
so
this? Why would you do this? Come on, give me a good.
But I tell you, yams.
Jam.
Like what this one? Oh, they were just over it. But the ones that are just showing like not the yams, like this. What are you doing? What are you doing? You know, I mean, I guess the pretty face is there, but I mean, that's gonna depend on the person. Yams is yams.
Pams.
She's still there. Yams. We all know what it is. Every single. So can't look. I'm just acknowledging what we all see.
That was my captain texting me. I'm probably getting in trouble because how fast I was going looking for you. Because by the time I got back into my car to go after you, you were so far gone. I was lights and sirens. I was doing over 100. So I'm probably getting in trouble for that now. So that makes you.
What is happening? What is happening? So first, homeboy, it looks like he's a rent-a-cop. He's trying to stop a Mustang by jumping into the street. Then homegirl fucking just admits to all of her crimes, and then he's like, "Well, actually, we're gonna let you go because I might get in trouble because I was chasing after you so fast. I just had to catch you."
Feeling better. Good. So I'm probably getting in trouble for that now. So that makes you feel better.
It
She
does.
chased after her.
Yeah. I'm saying sometimes cops, they do unnecessary things.
Sure.
So like I said, I'm only writing you the civil traffic, just passing in a passing zone instead of anything else criminal. Okay.
Thank you.
Whoa, what did you just say?
Bruh. Well, apparently not enough where he decided to follow through on this. Remember how excited he was? Oh, okay, when he did that thing. And he was like, okay, let's go. And now, because you were speeding, she gets off with a fucking ticket. You know, I mean, defund the police was one of the stupidest fucking things to ever come across my timeline. I'm just saying, this don't help the cause.
Just passing in a passing zone instead of anything else criminal. Okay.
Thank you.
Whoa, what did you just say?
So like I said, I'm only writing you the civil traffic, just passing in a passing zone instead of anything else criminal.
Yep.
So wait, all that huffing and puffing and nothing's happening?
She cute. And she knows her brother.
And he wants a discount for her OnlyFans.
Yep, I think that's what it is. That's what it is. Trying to get endear himself, and then of course, I've helped out your little sister. Oh, now we could all hang out. Hey, remember that time when you were gonna go to jail and I saved your life? Suck my dick.
That's facts. Hypothetically speaking.
Go ahead.
I suspect the reason why she's not getting in trouble, partially, might know the brother, whatever, but I actually just think it's because he was wrong for what he did. So in order for him to not get in trouble, they're going to let her off.
It's possible.
Right? Because he was the one going 100 miles per hour.
Yeah, and he snitched.
So in his over judiciousness of trying to
And he self-snitched right there. She self-snitched, he self-snitched.
Well, so section say cops are allowed to speed to catch people, so I highly doubt he's in trouble, just trying to endear himself to her. The other thing is that applies to an active chase. He was just looking for her. Like, she got away, and then he was driving 100 miles looking for her. So I don't think that is, that's why he's getting in trouble. Unless he's just straight up lying.
Fascinating. So this doesn't end the way I was expecting this to.
I visually estimated you at about 60, easily.
What's the speed limit on that road?
40.
She was taken into custody for fleeing and eluding law enforcement, which is a felony in the 3rd degree, and disobeying a no passing zone. So she did get arrested. Bond was set at $2,500, and a traffic citation was so $16, a $16 ticket, but she did get arrested. She did have to get booked and everything. So out on bond.
Okay, so maybe he just meant, I don't know. Actually, I'm curious what happened to her in regards to that felony.
Oh, well.
Someone said, bro, the department needs some better uniforms. Bro looks like mall security. I agree.
Yup.
I actually thought the uniform looked like security guard. I didn't realize it was a cop.
But the reason it's so white, possibly, maybe he's on the road.
It's like Florida.
He's on the road a lot. It could be hot. It could be that.
Someone said, and she's going to be a nurse. Sorry for those patients. I'll be honest, I know a lot of nurses. A lot of
Yeah, that's pretty. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. I didn't catch that she was a nurse before, but yep.
Yeah, I don't think this is like atypical nurse behavior.
Nope.
When the dad mentioned the nursing degree, it all made sense.
Yep.
People just say stuff, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Stay away from women that are nurses. Stay away from women in nursing school. I'm sure there's good ones. I'm sure there are. But it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Section said even when they get the call, they can lose speed to get there. So I don't know if that's just an active chase. Yeah. And so I'm thinking that because there was no call, like the way that he's saying, and I'm just speculating, but it sounds like he didn't call it in and say, hey, I just saw this chick speeding. I'm going to look for her. I think he just, I think he just saw her driving and was like, ooh, I could probably catch her. And then on his own was speeding around. That's what would make sense to me. Of course. I knew it. I know you were freaky, girl. I know you were freaky. They all are. All right, guys. Well, I've got to go to a meeting. Well, I don't gotta go. I gotta sit right here. But nice. Damn, we almost went 2 hours. I was like, I'm gonna have a nice short stream, and we almost went 2 hours again. I just don't know how to do short streams. But again, guys, if you are new here, please do hit that subscribe. I am live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and just like right now, sometimes whenever I feel like it. So hit that subscribe. And YouTube sucks with those notifications. So ring the bell. We be having a good time and come on through. And again, guys, I am so close to 5K subs. If you can help me get there by Christmas, that would warm my heart. Thank you so very, very much for hanging out. Once again, I am Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of Common Sense. Until tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, I am out of here. Peace.